Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we will look at our first Python app inside the Visual Studio 2022 or the Visual Studio 2022 preview. But before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So let's get to it then. So Python is a popular programming language that is reliable, flexible, easy to learn, free to use on all operating systems, and is supported by both a strong developer community and many free libraries. So Python supports all manner of development, including web applications, web services, desktop apps, scripting, scientific computing, and it's also used by many universities, scientists, casual developers, and professional developers alike. And also, the Visual Studio is a powerful Python IDE on Windows. Visual Studio provides open source support for Python language through the Python development and data science workloads, which is available from the Visual Studio 2017 apples. So enough of all of the talking, and let's get to the proper stuff. Yeah, so to be able to start with your first Python application, there are some few steps that we got to take. Yeah. So first, we have to open the Visual Studio installer. So as you can see here now, I've actually got a Visual Studio installer. So I've got the Visual Studio 2022 community version. So we click on the modify. So here on this workload site, yes, under the web and cloud, you should find the Python developments. So this is editing, debugging, interactive development, and source control for Python. So you got to make sure that we actually check on this box, right? So once we actually done with that, then we actually click on the individual components. So here we can scroll down, or we can just type py for Python. So we should get this. So here under the compilers, build tools, and runtimes, we have to check on this box at least. So my system is 64-bit. So if yours is 32-bit, then you check on the first box. So we check on the Python 3, 64 bits. So the version is 378. And then under the development activities, you also check on this Python language support. Yeah. So once you're actually done with that bit here, then you can actually click on the install while downloading. So this will actually install, and it will download and install all the Python workloads. Yeah. So once we actually done with this part, yeah, then we can close it. So before we actually go on to see if we've got all the necessary dependencies installed, first we can open line. Yeah. So we're just going to type in the py. Yeah. So we should get, if we've actually installed Python, we should get this up. So we've got Python 378. So if we may recall, that's what we actually checked on the box inside the Visual Studio installer. Yeah. So if we can see this, then we'll be all good to go. So we can close this part. Yeah. And then what we do next is we create a new project. So as you can see here now, I've actually selected Python as the language. So here I've actually got all platforms and all projects. Yeah. So we're just going to select the Python console app. Yeah. So we click on the next. So here you can actually configure the project details by giving the project name, project location, and solution, whatnot. So yeah, we're not going to look too much into that. Yeah. So we're just going to click on the create here. So now we've actually got our Python project created for us. Yeah. So we're just going to look inside. So the Python application 2.py, yeah, is the entry point for our Python app, our Python console application, right? So here we could do such things as initialize start with a variable initialization. So the answer is to go to, we could just say x by y, and then We can make it x by y. And then we can print to the screen by using the print. So we can print the ans. Yeah, so as you can see, obviously Python is a very simple language. Yeah, not very complicated. Yeah, so here we have the Python 3.7 at 64-bit. Yeah, so we can also create our virtual, we can open our environments here, and we can add our virtual environment by clicking on the add environment. We can also do that here from here. So I'm just going to close this bit here. So we can also do that from here. So add environment. So it will open the same. So here we can create our virtual environment. Here we can change the location for our virtual environment. Here we can give it a name. So we can just say my virtual env for my virtual environments. Here we can select the base interpreter. In this case, we've only got that 3.7 64-bit. So if you may recall from that for earlier on, we were prompted, we were able to select either the 32 or the 64-bit. Yeah, so you can do that the same here. So here there are other things. So you can set your conda environment here and whatnot. Yeah, so we're not going to look too much into that. So we're just going to click on the create. Yeah, so as you can see, create virtual environment, my virtual env. Yeah, so as you can see, it's being created now. So here we have the virtual environment created now. Yeah, so as you can see here now, if we look at it here now, we can run it up on our virtual environment. Yeah, so I'm just going to click and let's see what actually comes out of it. Yeah, so let's see, you can click on the F5 or just the start button. So as you can see here now, we've actually got the results. In this case, we've got like 10 times 20, and we've got the result as 200. Yeah, running on our virtual environment. So basically, you can add as many virtual environments as you want. Yeah. So here you can add env1. So you can create another virtual environment by clicking on the create. Yeah, we're not going to create any virtual environment. So here inside the solution, yeah, you can right click on the solution and then add. So you can add a new folder to your project, and you can click on the add and a new item. So here you can add a module, Py class and whatnot. So yeah, so here class 1, or we can name it products.py. So here, as you can see, we've actually created a product class, and we can actually name this product, this class product and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it here. So from here, obviously, you can start doing whatever you want with your Py. Yeah, so I've got loads of videos coming up, so I hope you subscribe and stay tuned. So have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Peace.